Hi, this is Dr. Stuart Lockie talking to you once again regarding COVID-19 or coronavirus. Ever since my first video about a month ago, I've been talking about the importance of testing. Well, that hasn't changed one bit. The testing is more important than ever. It does look like there are some indicators that we may be nearing the peak and beginning on the downward slope of the curve of new cases, at least in New York City. However, we have a long way to go, and getting us to a place where many of you watching this video can get back to normalcy is where my focus is. The most important factors in testing are twofold. One, let's find out all of those people who don't have symptoms but are COVID-19 positive. Why is that important? Because those are the people who are probably infecting other people. You know, if you're sick and you have fevers and sore throats and cough, even if you're not tested, you probably have COVID-19. It's best for those people to shelter in place. They don't really have to be tested. The people that have to be tested and that are guilty of not knowingly spreading this disease are those people who are asymptomatic but who are spewing forth COVID-19 virus in their coughing, sneezing, their secretions, their speaking. We need to know who those people are. Secondly, more importantly at this point, I feel, is the identification of those people who have already had COVID-19, not had major symptoms, and who have recovered. Those people can be detected with the use of an antibody test. As of April 1st, this test was released to the CDC. Now, my feeling is, if you want to have something done inefficiently, have a government agency do it. I believe that the CDC should release that test to every laboratory throughout all 50 states and various territories. Those tests need to be done. It's a pinprick test. You need a small spot of blood, just like a blood sugar test. And it can detect whether or not you have antibodies and have recovered from COVID-19. Although there are no tests to prove that that implies that you're immune, it's reasonably medically probable, like any viral disease, that you do have immunity. If you have a positive antibody test, you can't be infected, and you're not currently infected. Therefore, a release of those people to go back to the workforce seems inevitable. It seems reasonable, it's sensible, and it should be going on. Those people who are negative for antibodies should be tested for the presence of COVID-19. There's no excuse for not testing people who are asymptomatic. They pose the greatest risk, not the person with symptoms, not the person in the hospital. And I'm talking not to medical personnel, but to the rest of the general population. Just a word before I leave about all of the information and, unfortunately, the misinformation that is being spread through the media. Believe nothing that you hear. It appears to me, as I continually watch all of the coverage, everybody has a political agenda. Either the government is not doing enough, or the government did all the right things. Neither of them are true. You know that. I know that. We're reasonable people, and we understand what makes sense and what makes no sense. Take the political bias you have and put it aside. We have an economy that needs to keep going. We need public health that needs to be served. We need people who are getting sick and, unfortunately, some of them dying, and I'm seeing them. But the fact of the matter is this is an effort that needs to take common sense, not academia, not political agendas, common sense. I know that most of you out there have common sense. Please forward this on. Thank you.